Hi guys, how you guys doing? You're watching Andy WTH. Of course, I'm Andy. This is Big Brother 19 edition, and the first week of Big Brother 19 is in the books. And you know what? The cast this year that they put together is going to be they're going to be absolutely incredible to watch this year. I can't wait to see how the whole story's going to develop, how they're going to compete, what they're going to say, what they're going to do. I think it's going to be it could be a huge and epic season, as far as I'm concerned, of twist, backstabbing, the whole 9 yards. I really see this coming. I can't wait to watch it and see how it develops. Now, let's just talk about the cast when they come in, what they were doing, how was the nice feelings. Okay, they all get in there, 16 people. They're all sitting there having, they're all, the old usual thing. They introduce themselves, I'm so-and-so from wherever. I do this, I do that. Your standard Big Brother startup, right? So they're sitting there all drinking champagne, the whole 9 yards. And of course, guess what happens? At this point, now it's really time to play the game of Big Brother, okay? Yeah, and that's pretty epically fast. The Big Brother says, hey, everybody, come on into the living room. Let's go. It's time to get the game started. You're like, oh, okay, sure. We just got here, but all right. So Big Brother says, hey, guess what, guys? I've got three things going to happen. Temptation, safety, and power. Those are the three things that's going to happen tonight. You're like, okay. So they get out in the backyard. First thing, of course, was temptation. All right. There's $25,000 on the table. All right. But there's a twist to that. There's a repercussion thing, if you want. Is whoever selects the $25,000 will basically release the first twist of the season. Interesting. Okay, let's just talk about the money first. Okay? If you go in the house, all right, and on day one, not even 12 hours into the game, right? You're saying you have a chance to win $25,000. I'd be like, damn yes, I want that $25,000. And you know very well, you got 16 other people, okay? You know very well that there's going to be other people going after this. So, so I'd be going after this money. So they're all sitting in this little chair. Nobody can see each other. And as soon as a little light up in front of them, they got to hit the button. As soon as that light lit up, it almost went immediately. 7 people in the house went after the $25,000. And who got it? Of course, it was Kevin that got it. Now, there's a second little twist, which I kind of forgot to mention that, is whoever won the $25,000 has to throw the next HOH. Like, oh, okay. So, Kevin has to throw the HOH. But, it's not too bad. You win 25 grand. Sure, I'd throw anything for $25,000. All right. So there it goes. So what is the first twist of the season? Of course, ding dong. Guess who comes in? Paul. Friendship Paul from season 18 walks in. They're like, oh crap. This is very interesting. Paul is back. Of course, 1%. Are you here to play? Yeah, of course I'm here to play. All right, so Paul is back in the game. But there's one problem, though. Was it Jason? Kind of, he's obviously very observant in his surroundings. Right away, he says, there's 16 plates. There is 17 of us here. That means one of us is taking the hike out of here. All right? So he caught that almost right away. So as far as he seemed to be the type of player that's going to be very aware of his surroundings. So that, So this is where it's going to get very interesting. And this is where as far as I'm concerned, okay, Paul's there. He's like, okay, so, all right, I'm here. Then Big Brother calls everybody, say, one of you guys are going to be taking a hike out. But Paul, before we do that, can you please go to the storage room, pick up a little box there. So he picks up a box, he opens it up, and guess what? Friendship bracelet. There's 9 of them. All right, so he's like, okay, what the heck am I supposed to do with this? Right? Well, obviously, then they tell him, this is how it goes. You're going to have to, you got one for yourself, But then you got another 8 you got to give to the rest of the house, half the house. So this is a great opportunity for Paul at this point, is getting everybody's head, see what they're thinking, and what kind of vibe he's picking up off of, right? Okay. So one after another, the old song and dance, they try to butter him up. They try to bribe him, if you want, to give him a bracelet from him. So they all went after him. And of course, one person right off the bat, if I was Paul, I'd be like, okay, he is going to be a problem for me. All right? It's Cody. Cody went in there, and it was like, okay, you want to talk? The guy hardly said 2 words to Paul. And Paul's like trying to get something out of him, and it's like, it's not working. So, wow. So right away, if I was Paul, I go, okay, now I know this guy is going to be gunning for me. I mean, it's so obvious, okay? I mean, it's so obvious. You can tell the way he's looking at Paul. It's like he wants him out of the house like yesterday. All right? That's how bad he wants him out. All right, so who does he give the friendship bracelets to? Well, really at this point it doesn't matter. Just whatever. He had to do. He only can give to half the house. Who does he give it to? Kevin, Raven, Dominic, Mark, Jason, Jessica, Ramsey, and Elena. Okay, those are this 8 that he gives the friendship bracelet to. Who does he not give it to? Alex, Cameron, okay, Christmas, no surprise. She's freaking threatening. She's a pretty athletic lady. And, of course, no surprise at this point, Cody. Why would you give a friendship bracelet to Cody when no, you wouldn't. I wouldn't do that. Because just the way he kind of interacted himself with Paul during that interview process for the bracelet of safety. All right? Now, Josh, let's talk about Josh for a minute. Since he did not get a bracelet, but this is what is very interesting. He didn't have to give one to Josh. All right? So essentially, he got another friend without giving him a friendship bracelet. Okay? He got him over the barrel. Okay? He believed everything he told him, so he did not get one. And then there's Julian that didn't get one, and of course Megan and Matt. All right, so those are the ones that did not get the friendship bracelet. Now, as we all know, the next one was the endurance competition, and it was basically about safety, right? Who won that? Hands down for that one there, it was Cody. So he won the competition. But now, the whole idea of the competition, as you come off the little endurance competition, you had apples you had to pick up from the serpents. There's 3 poison apples, and the rest were not poisonous. So who got the poison apple? And all about it. The ones that got the poison apple, they're the nominees. Right? Who got it? Well, Christmas, Julian, and Cameron. All right? So they are the 3 that got the poison apple. Now, this is what really surprised. Okay, now, this is where the power element in the game comes in. Big Brother said, hey, okay, you 3 have the power to determine on how you're going to get voted out, or how the next part is going to go. Either A, you can have the house guests vote for who they want to keep, or B, you can go through a competition. Now, obviously, Julian was going to go for the vote. So the vote, that was her vote. Now, you would think right away that the other, especially Christmas, this is what surprised the hell out of me. Christmas decided, no, I'm not going to go to competition. I'm going to go vote. I'm like, what? Really? Are you freaking serious? I was surprised. And then, of course, Cameron was the next one to vote, and he voted for comp. So one vote it was 2 votes for the people of the house to vote, and 1 for comp. And of course, who got the bad end of the deal was Cameron. Now, Cameron, his biggest problem was in the whole game, I think, the reason why he got voted out over, let's say, Christmas, which I really thought Christmas was going to get voted out. Let's be honest. Out of the 3, that's who I would have voted out. Simple as that. This is why I think Cameron got voted out, because I don't think he had enough time to establish a strong enough relationship in the house as the other two. Probably had a little bit more relationship building time. That's why he got voted out. It's kind of too bad, because I would love to see Cameron go farther in the game, but he's out. All right, so that was just day one, or the first episode, I should say. That's the whole week thing. All right, now the next part, of course, guess who wins the next HOH? It was Cody. It was basically a 4-team alliance, 4 teams, and of course, this is going to be very interesting. All right, now get this. Okay, I'm going to kind of tell you what's going on. Of course, we all watch it. We all know what happened, or the competition. They all have to go get 8 apples and bring it to their station. 2 apples per person on each comp line, if you want, or teams. But there was a twist to the game. There's a temptation, if you want. There was a golden apple in the mix. Whoever was the first one to get that golden apple was going to be safe from eviction, from being nominated. All right. But the only problem is the rest of his team, or her team, could not compete anymore. That is done. The team is out of the competition. All right. Guess who goes after the friggin' darn golden apple? Josh. Okay. Don't ask me why, because he was on nobody's radar. Now, if I was in the house, if I was Paul, I would have gone after the golden apple. All right. Being a returning house player, yeah, that's what I would have done. But anyways, so Josh got the golden apple, and this was very interesting about Josh's game. Okay, I'm just going to say this right now. If Josh is a wild card, okay, he's a very emotional player. And when you have an emotional player like Josh, I sure hell would not play a game with him. I would align with him. I would try as much as I can to stay away from Josh, because Josh is going to hurt somebody's game. He already hurt his own game. He already put a huge target on his back by getting that golden apple, making a big, huge scene about it. All right, and we're going to talk about Josh more in a minute. And anyways, like I said, he went through the whole group. Of course, then it came down to 2 groups. The one with Paul and one with Cody. Then Cody and Paul, they had to go and compete against each other. They had to balance apples on a tree. Whoever does it first wins the HOH. All right. Okay. So obviously Josh won the competition. This guy here won 2 comps in a row. So he is going to be a competition beast, hands down. He's already got a target on his back. If I was the rest of the house, he would be definitely on my radar. All right, that's just me. His game could be short. We'll see. Now, of course, let's talk about the nomination. Who does he put up? He puts up. Oh yeah, before the nomination, let's talk about that. Josh, for whatever reason, I still don't know why, he went after Megan, like, big time. Okay, they had a big fight and everything else. And it was like, what the hell are you doing, man? But anyways, it was a big fight in the backyard, in the house. It was terrible. Don't ask me what the hell he was going after her for. I still don't know. But that just put a bigger target on Josh's back. Good job, Josh. That's why I don't think Josh is in trouble. Okay, anyway, so Cody, who does he decide to put up? Well, he decided to put up, I think it was, it was Megan and Julian. So those are the 2. Because Julian's like, oh, not again. 2nd time in a row she's nominated. Or she's up on the block, I should say. 1st time she wasn't nominated. But 2nd time she is. But this is where, unfortunately, things has changed a little bit in the house. Megan is no longer in the house. Spoiler alert, I should have said that before. Sorry about that. But she had to be taken out it was mutual agreement, and she was hospitalized with PTHD. So hopefully she'll be able to overcome that. It was, when people have that, I guess it's a really tough battle. A lot of people have died from it, like because they commit suicide, so on and so forth. So, Megan, I hope you recover. I hope you come back, stronger than ever. And I'm not going to knock her too hard for being. She was kind of like almost self-evicted, but it was probably the best thing for her. Sometimes when you look at the game or life, and the game itself it's just a game, right? Your life is more important. So hopefully she gets help and so on and so forth. But so obviously, unfortunately, they had to name a replacement, and it's Alex. Okay, spoiler again. So we're gonna see how that works out. Okay, so now we know who's up on the block, Alex and Jillian, excuse me. But this is what's gonna happen. This is my prediction. Paul is gonna get backdoored because somebody's gonna win the power of veto. He's not gonna probably not get picked for a power of veto, and it's going to be used, and Cody's going to backdoor him, and Paul will be done next week. You watch. Anyways, this is my thoughts right now. Big Brother 19 this week, and thank you for watching. Watch WTH. We'll talk to you guys later.